Hello, friends. Just we talk about the Oracle database architectures. So, what is the Oracle database architecture? So, when we talk about the Oracle, that is first it is the Oracle RDBMS software, which is divided in two parts. That is instance and the database. Instance is nothing but as memory and the background process. The background process, what are the background process like mandatory background process, what pmon, smon, sdwr, dbw and ckpt. And what are the optional like recovery, ar, cn, mmon, mman, etc. Lot of optional process are in the Oracle. Then we talk about the memory is in two parts like hg and pga. So HA is one of the biggest components for database buffer cache, then shared pool, large pool, stream pool, Redulog buffer and Java pool. Okay, and what about the PGA? That is private area, session info, shared SQL area, cursor and stock space. And what about the database? Database is what? Database is made up of physical and logical components. This is the instance which we talk about. That is all the logical components. Entire this is an logical. But when we talk about the database also, there is an again the physical structures and the logical structure. Physical structures means what we can physically see on the OS level. The physical structures like data file, control file, password file, Redulog file, archive log file, P file, SP file, trace files. A lot of files are there in the Oracle side. And what are the logical is divided in four parts like there is table space, segment, extents and Oracle block. We'll go each on every topic on the this video. So let's talk about the SGA. The SGA is a shared memory structures allocated when the instance start up and release when it is shut down. Means what? When the database is start up, that instance allocate the memory, and when it's shut down, it release the memory. HA is a group of shared memory structures that contain the data and control informations for the database instance. So all the data is running on the instance level, like whatever the data you are accessing, so that is comes from the instance. First we request to the database level or the database level, at it will go the there are in the Oracle there are multiple processes, so it goes on the Oracle database files, then select the data, comes in the logical structure and gives the output. This is the architecture. So different from the HJ which is available or process, PJ is a private memory area allocated to each sessions when the sessions started and release when the sessions end. Means what? When user sessions means what? User connections, like one of the user establish the connections to the database and he wants to information the like example select star from emp where dpt is equal to 20. This is one of the query. Now when he start the like when he start the like connect Scott Tiger, that is then he is allocated the one of the PJ components, and then he has the space in the PGA at the session level. So what are the SGA component? This is the 6 components in the database in the here called as a system global area or shared global area. So what are they? Like database buffer cache, that is the biggest components in the SGA. It holds the user's data, actual data. Users query their data while they are in the buffer cache. If user's request is not in the buffer cache, then server process has to bring it from the disk. The smallest units of the buffer cache is in Oracle block. So database buffer cache means what? All the information stored like data information, like when you request the query select star from emp where dpt is equal to 20, whatever you are running the query, that data is stored in the database buffer cache. So most of the we will get the db cache output. So Oracle is very aggressive about the db cache hit ratio. Oracle is talk about the almost 95% DB cache hit ratio should be there. Else, people will talk about the performance issue. That's why we are keep as much as possible the size of the DB buffer cache size. Then the shared pool. The shared pool contains the library cache and dictionary cache and all or few others items also. The library cache holds the user SQL statements, functions, procedure, package. Means what? Whenever the user fires the statement is stored in the dictionary cache and the library cache. The dictionary cache has the check the permissions, and the dictionary library cache have stored the query. So it store the SQL statement which execution plan to reuse. For dictionary cache, sometimes also referred as the row cache, holds the Oracle repository data information such as tables, indexes and columns, definition, username, password, synonyms, views, procedure, function, packages, privileges, information in the shared pool. Shared pool have the two biggest components like the library cache and dictionary cache. Library cache have the information about the user statements, and the dictionary cache have validations of the SQL statements. So the large pool is one of the third components in the SGA. This component is mostly used when the Oracle backup, like example export import, RMAN. That time the large pool space is invoked, and mostly it took from the shared pool area. So if there is no configuration of large pool separately, so when it requires, it takes space. Space means what? Memory from the large shared pool. Then the Redulog buffer. Redulog buffer holds the user's entries such as insert, update, delete, DML, create, drop, whatever the DML and DDL statements is stored in the Redulog buffer first of all. Then it flushes into the Redulog file. The redo entries are an information that will be used to reconstruct or redo changes made in the database. The log writer processes the entire entries into the online Redulog file when a commit occurs every 3 seconds or when the 1/3 of Redulog buffer is full. This will guarantee a database recovery to point of failure. Oracle database fail occurs. So what is the Redulog buffer? Redulog buffer is like logical component which repeatedly store in the information where it is Redulog file. After that, after the Redulog database is in archive log mode, it will give the past image store in the archive log. So Java pool is an optional component in Oracle, and mostly it is in Java related queries. So there is a very optional components, and it is invoked when the Java related queries are invoked. This is a stream pool. Again, it's an optional component in Oracle database and introduced for the streaming. It is largely used in streaming concepts like Golden Gate and others. So that is the stream pool, streaming. What are the Oracle background process? So the first process is the LGWR. What it do? The LGWR job is to write the redo user's entry from the Redulog buffer when the buffer exceed 1/3 redo buffer every 3 seconds when the user executes the commit statements. What it does? Log writer process, where in the from Redulog buffer to Redulog file. Then the DB cache handle the DBWR process. What it do? DBWR job write to the blocks that are marked dirty blocks. Dirty blocks means what? Which is need to write on the data file to Oracle database on this data file whenever the checkpoint process signals it. Notice that when the online Redulog files are filled, the checkpoint process will signal the DBWR process to write the entries dirty blocks into the Oracle database. So it is responsible all for the checkpoint process. Here it is the separate process checkpoint. There is a mandatory background process in the Oracle. what it responsible for to write the data from the DB cache to data file. When the data get dirty means what? Irrespective of commit, data is writing in the data well. There is committed or not, but there is the DB cache size is full, then it's all the data written into the data file irrespective of commits. There is commit is there or not, but DBWR process writing the data in the data file. Next, about the checkpoint background process. So what is checkpoint? The checkpoint signals the DB writer to the right data blocks into the disk. The checkpoints will occur either specified defined time, size, or the redo log file used by the DB, or when a redo log file is we switch from the one log file to another. The following are the parameters that will be used by the DB at this time and interval, how frequently checkpoints should be occur in the database. So checkpoint is a process where it writes to the database buffer cache to data file. Even though a DBA can run the alter system checkpoint, all the data will be respective of commit written to the database buffer cache to data file. So the another process is the SMON. It is again this is mandatory background process. When you start the database, the SMON will make sure that all data file, control file and the redo log files are synchronized before the opening the database. If there are no, it will perform the instance recovery. It will check the last SCN that perform against the data file. If it finds there are a transaction that were not applied against the data file, then it will recover or synchronize the data file from the either on the online redo log file or the archive redo log file. The smaller online redo log files will bring the faster database recovery in that case. Again, what about the PMON? PMON is all responsible for the process where the user sessions comes out. So user may be disconnected either by cancelling his sessions by communication link, so it disconnected by the network issue or something else, in either act as a PMON start and perform the actions clean remaining the memory allocation that was assigned to the user. So PMON is responsible for the user session. When the user session is disconnected, then it will release the space and do the recovery for the user session. Again, there are a lot of optional process like ARCN. ARCN is what? Like it's an archive process that copies the contents of the redo log to archive log file. The archiver process have been multiple processes such as ARCN2, ARCN3, which allows the archiver to write various destinations such as E drive, D drive in the Windows. But if you are on the Unix platform, that is we can configure like where we need to write the data. So we'll see these points in the practical lab. So I will show you how to configure and how to enable the archive on the database level. Again, the MMON is a manipulative monitor process, gather the perform matrix like MMON, and also responsible for the memory manageability on monitoring. Then MMAN, it is a memory manager, automatically manage the memory in Oracle database. The LREG is a listener registration process from the Oracle 12c, either done by the PMON. Earlier it is done by the PMON process. Two types of information stored in the database, like user data relevant to the particular application and system data that database needs to manage itself. That is